Chapter 10 On the Footsteps of Mahatma Part 2. In this chapter, we will be seeing about different movements that were started by Gandhiji and how it led to independence. Now, movement related to breaking of laws in a disciplined way. It was difficult to attain Swaraj. It was difficult to attain freedom. So people had to fight for it. The National Congress and its executive committee started a movement to attain Swaraj by breaking the law in a disciplined way, that is, the civil disobedience movement. Now, this meeting was held in Ahmedabad, and the whole right of the movement was given to Gandhiji. The struggle and movement included breaking of unjust laws of government in a justified manner. So, the first justified manner by breaking the law was Dandi March, which was held in 1930. Now, Gandhiji announced in 1930 that he would carry out a march to break the salt law. As the British government had full rights on sale, purchase and production of salt, Mahatma Gandhi and other nationalists felt that it was unjust to put a tax on salt, which is the most essential component of our daily diet. So, in order to break this law, Gandhiji started the march from Sabarmati Ashram, Ahmedabad, with his 78 companions on 12th March 1930. Now, meetings were held in the villages that came in the way of Dandi March. Gandhiji explained how to break the law which was put on salt, and also told them about the importance of freedom. Gandhiji reached Dandi on 5th April 1930. On the next day, 6th April, he reached at the seashore and collected the scattered salt in the palm and broke the salt law. There were different peoples from farmers, tribals to women which actively participated. The government started implementing cruel measures on these peaceful satyagrahis. Thousands of satyagrahis were arrested. The second justifiable manner of breaking the law was the Round Table Conference, in which the British government arranged the Round Table Conference in order to discuss about the kind of constitution to be given to India and the amendments to be made in it. But it was unsuccessful due to the absence of the Indian National Congress. Another Round Table Conference, the second Round Table Conference, was held in 1931 in London, and Gandhiji was the sole member who represented the Indian National Congress. The people who came as representatives from various communities wanted a different election committee for their own community. Gandhiji was displeased about this viewpoint because this would lead to shattered India, or it would lead to partition in India. So there was no uniformity achieved among the various opinions of communal representatives, and thus the conference was unsuccessful. Next was the law of Hind government. Now, with the help of Hind Government Law of 1935, the second phase of constitutional amendment started. It was very less as per the expectation of nationals. According to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the real provincial Swaraj of 1935 in relation to administration was not of the people or head, but it was given to the government. Now, as per this law, elections were held. Gandhiji suggested that, as per the Constitution of 1935, the major rights and powers should not be used by the governor, but we should act as per the instruction advice of head of various committees. Gandhiji said that if this condition would be fulfilled, only the Congress would form various committees. Viceroy and National Wazir made some clarification related to this. Congress and Muslim League formed the committee. The experiment of provincial Swaraj continued up to 2 years. Later, when the World War II broke out in 1939, the British government joined India in it without any prior discussion. Thus, the heads of various committees resigned to protest against this decision. Next was the demand for Pakistan. Muhammad Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali were the Muslim leaders who propagated that Hindus and Muslims should form two separate nations, so they should be divided into different states. The resolution of demand for Pakistan was passed in Muslim League conference held at Lahore in March 1940, where it was put forward to have an independent nation having Muslim majority. After this, the formation of Pakistan became the main objective of the Muslim League. Individual Satyagraha, 1940. Now, during the World War II, Gandhiji started individual Satyagraha instead of group Satyagraha as he did not want to put government into confusion. And Gandhiji selected Vinoba Bhave as the individual Satyagrahi. He started his Satyagraha by delivering anti-war speeches on the fifth day. He was arrested by the government and was put in prison for 3 months. Later, it led to Quit India movement in 1942. Mahatma Gandhi started a new chapter of freedom movement after the World War II. He warned the Britishers to leave India immediately and asked the people of India to follow the principle of do or die and to continue the non-violent struggle against the Britishers. Quit India movement was passed in the meeting of Indian National Congress on 8th August 1942 in Mumbai. This was decided on the 8th August. Gandhiji and the other leaders were arrested on the 9th August. And the movement became more widespread and revolutionary. Various public meeting processions and protest rallies became more common. Maximum farmers and youngsters joined this movement. There was incidents where it attacked the government house and a medium of communication, that is post and telegraph. The government also adopted cruel measures of group arrest, capture, etc. to curb the movement on a large scale. During the time, more than 1 lakh persons were arrested and put in prison. But by the end of this movement, the Britishers realized that now their hold of the people of India would not remain for long. Cabinet Mission Plan in 1946, new appointed Prime Minister of Britain, Mr. Attlee Clement, announced to give complete self-rule to the country. British ministry sent 3 leaders as a representative to our country. Now the plan was put forward and it came to be known as Cabinet Mission Plan. Now, their proposals were as follows: to establish total self-rule in the country, to divide the whole country into total 3 provinces. Freedom was given to the nation to make their own constitution. Till the constitution was enforced, interim government would work. Now, the Congress showed great result in the elections held. Due to this, the Muslim League they became weak response towards the committee. They declared 16th August 1946 as the direct step day. As a result, communal illness prevailed in the country and riots occurred at various places. Still, Muslim League tried to keep its place in the government through small large protests. These protests continued till separate Pakistan was formed. Next was the announcement of Quit India movement by the Prime Minister Attlee in February 1947. The communal unity was endangered due to the attitude shown by the Muslim League in interim government. This was the time when British Prime Minister on 20th February 1947 said that the British government should completely hand over the rule to the Indians and should leave India by June 1948 at the most. The enthusiasm of Indian leaders as well as common people along with the Gandhiji increased. Gandhiji welcomed this decision of the Britishers by saying that it was their best act. So this was how the British government, that is the British Prime Minister Attlee Clement, decided to quit India. On February 1947, he announced this message. By June 1948, they would deliver the whole power to the Indian government. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.